Whoa, 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 whoa. Dylan Cease is a Blue Jay. My first thing was, whoa. 7 years is a lot. 7 years is a lot for Dylan Cease, but 7 years, $210 million, according to John Heyman. That is an average annual value of $30 million over 7 years for Dylan Cease. Now, Dylan Cease, if you look at him, he's coming off a 4.5 ERA season. If you look at his underlying metrics, expected stats, Dylan Cease is actually a very unlucky pitcher. Now, his expected ERA the last 2 years is sub 3.5. In the last 2 years, the year before this one, he put up a 3.4, so it was obviously sub 3.5. And this year, it was bad. In 2023, it was bad. But he is one of the best strikeout pitchers in all of Major League Baseball. He does have a command issue. He is not a guy that goes consistently deep into games, usually a five and dive pitcher. But I'll be honest, I've been a fan of Dylan Cease for a while now, since his years with the White Sox, being one of the upper echelon pitchers in all of Major League Baseball. I like the trade for the Padres, and I'll be honest, 7 years is a lot for Dylan Cease. He's 29. This will take him into his age 36 season. It's a lot of money for Dylan Cease. Now we're looking at the Blue Jays roster currently, obviously coming off the heartbreaking Game 7 World Series loss, but this is going to be a pretty damn good team once again, and you were wondering how would they spend all that money that they allocated across that playoff run, and how the ownership that's usually pretty aggressive but just isn't able to get that big fish, how would they allocate that money? Would it be, re-signing Bo Bichette, going out and getting a ace level pitcher like Dylan Cease can be, but he isn't right now? Or would it be getting a big bat as well in the outfield like Kyle Tucker? And they spent this $30 million on Dylan Cease to add to a rotation of Kevin Gossman, Shane Bieber, Trey Savage, Jose Barrios, and you guessed it, Dylan Cease. So that's on paper, it's a really good starting rotation. See what they do with Chris Bassett, but again, Kevin Gossman, Shane Bieber, Trey Savage, Dylan Cease. That is a pretty damn good rotation. Now, Blue Jays, are you going to go out and get somebody in the outfield? Santander didn't work out too great, but, you can't just give up on him like the Orioles. Maybe this isn't looming with them, with Tyler O'Neill. And then you have Nathan Lucas. I always call him Lucas. It's spelled Lucas, but it's Nathan Lucas. No, you could talk yourself into being your starting right fielder or being a fourth outfielder and things of that nature as well. But, yeah, I don't think that this is the only move the Blue Jays will be making. I mean, you obviously need a shortstop or second baseman if you want to move, which you probably should, move Andres Jimenez to shortstop instead of putting him at second base. If you resign Bo Bichette, want to play him at second base, but he also coming off that was like the lower extremity injury, was like a calf or whatever the hell it was. Yeah, but Dylan Cease is a Blue Jay for $30 million. I'm not going to lie to you, I don't mind it for the Blue Jays. Again, 7 years is a lot. Again, we'll see if it has opt-outs or anything like that. But this is a high-risk, high-reward type of move right here by the Blue Jays. Dylan Cease, when he's at his best, can be a top 15 pitchers, not only in the AL, but all of Major League Baseball. Just a couple of tweaks. Just looking at Dylan Cease. Because, again, he has a close to 30% strikeout rate, 33% whiff rate, 31% chase percentage. He's fastball at 97. His expected batting average is only 216. Like this again, 7 years is a lot for Dylan Cease. But again, like expected batting average in his fastball, 219, slider 202. A knuckle curve, we're talking 272, sinker 248, sweeper 240, changeup 149. So he throws 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 pitches. Now he throws basically 4 though. The other 2 at 3 and 1%. It's the 4-seam fastball, it's the slider, it's the knuckle curve, and it's the sinker. Again, he mixes things up. But Blue Jays fans, how you guys feel about acquiring Dylan Cease? I'll be honest, I was not really expecting Dylan Cease to go to the Blue Jays, and congratulations to the Blue Jays. I mean, you got a big fish in Dylan Cease, and hopefully, as long as it's not against my Yankees, he goes out and do his thing, because I ain't a fan of Dylan Cease. But obviously, before that, you got to be a fan of the home Yankees, baby. Come on out. But yeah, Dylan Cease and the Blue Jays have agreed on a 7-year deal for $210 million. They get a high-risk, high-reward guy in Dylan Cease. Blue Jays fans, how you guys feel about this? Padres fans, I know you guys weren't going to pony up for Dylan Cease. You know, he's definitely had his tumultuous moments with the Blue Jays, with the Padres. But how do you guys feel about all of this? But all in all, Dylan Cease, you are a Toronto Blue Jay. Wow. Congratulations, brother. You are going to the AL East champions, the American League champions, and get those Tim Hortons ready to go, brother. You will be going to Canada. Congratulations, brother. 210 M's. Holy!